As we come through the month of August and approach the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season, that September 10th, September 11th timeframe, that's when we typically max out in the Atlantic season. We are starting to see more development now in the Atlantic basin. We have old Hurricane Howard out there in the eastern Pacific. That is not a threat to land. So as we look across the Gulf and across the Caribbean, right now things are looking pretty good. But it's over here on the eastern side of the Atlantic, south of the Cape Verde Islands, that we've been watching an area of low pressure. That rolled off the African coast and tracked westward yesterday, and now you can see it's continuing to move off to the west. Hurricane Center just updated the forecast for this. They're now going with a 30% chance of development over the next 5 days. Earlier, those chances for development were at 40% over that 5-day period. So with this early morning update Tuesday morning, they've dropped it back a little bit to 30% the chances. And we can take a look. The water sea surface temperatures here, very warm across the Atlantic, so plenty of energy for this system to work with. We'll take a look at the GFS model and the European model. Starting with the Euro, you can see how, again, the energy kind of works to the east. Doesn't really ramp up, but it's still kind of holding together. It's something that we'll want to monitor as we go over the next 7 to 10 days, maybe making a run towards the Lesser Antilles and eventually Puerto Rico as a rainmaker. There are several fronts that are kind of pushing through to the north, and again, this may, earlier it looked like it might turn it. It may have some impact, may kind of help prohibit this thing from developing a little bit, but the more recent Euro kind of keeps this thing tracking south. Same thing as we take a look at the GFS, again, monitoring this area right here. It's not a real clear, intense circulation, but you do kind of follow this energy as it's working to the west. And again, right there, kind of making a run across the Virgin Islands and back over towards Puerto Rico, being a rainmaker as we get into early next week. So again, the model's not going crazy with development. The Hurricane Center now backing down to about 30% for those chances of development over the next 5 days, but certainly something we will want to watch, and we'll keep you updated. If it does get better organized and takes a name, the next name on the list is Danielle. Be sure and stay tuned to 13 News Now for more updates throughout the hurricane season.